G'day guys, hope y'all had a good weekend. Um, Today, um, I want to show you, um, if you want to be a part of Inktober, but you don't want to do the prompts and all that, find you a Halloween coloring page. This book is, Magic Autumn, and it's by, look at the other page, Elena Lazareva, and just color you a Halloween page. That way you don't have to live by, you got to do something every day. Yeah, you can do this every day. And if you finish it, you finish it. If you don't, you don't. Or you can just continue it after Inktober's over. So I wanted to bring that to your attention and maybe do a little coloring here. And these are Caliart brush tip and fine liners, watercolor, water based anyway. So I thought I would just do a little bit here with you. And I love Elena's artwork. Of course, this is grayscale, but doesn't matter. I think we do a little bit of her today. And okay, that's our light color. Now we want a darker color, which is going to be this one. Doesn't have a name on it, but this is going to be our medium color, and I want you to flick. Don't rub on it. Just flick, like so. Just flick at it. That's all I want you to do. I'm using the brush side, so just flick at it. You don't want to color it in, okay? Now I'm going to my dark color, which is this one. Like I said, they don't have any names on them. They have numbers, and I just want to use the brush tip very gently. Go where you see the darkest. I just want you to flick. I don't do nothing crazy. Just flick. Okay. Now, I'm going to go over it one more time with my lightest color. Just go over it. Kind of blend it out. Yes, these will blend if you know what you're doing. You just kind of pull it, take your brush and pull the dark into the highlights. That's all I'm doing. And that will blend it out. Just like that. Then if you really want to go detailed with it, take your darkest color, use your fine tip, and flick. And give you some fine details. That's what I do anyway. I said just flick it just like you would a colored pencil. Just flick at it, and there you've got your hair. Okay, now what I want to, that's what you want to do. If you want to be a part of Inktober and you don't want to do all the prompts and stuff that they give you, that's something you can do. Just color on a Halloween page. Next, I want to talk to you about Chameleon markers. I don't have any, and I think they're too expensive, but I want to show you something. These are alcohol-based markers. They're by Caliart also. And what I want to show you is, you don't have to buy Chameleon markers. I take my darkest color and I just stick it to the tip of my lightest color, and I hold it about 10 seconds and let go. Now it's fading out to the lighter color. So I didn't need a Chameleon marker. You see, it's all, you can see how it did. I held it a little bit too long, but it'll hold the color for a while. This will not ruin them either. Let me show you again. Alright, we're going dark to light. So it's going to come out dark at first, and then it's going to go back to the original color, which is green. And there. That, and like I said, you just do this to get your marker back to its natural color. So if you want to do a Chameleon marker style thing, you can do that. You can even do it with Sharpies. You can do it with water-based markers. Just make sure you put your dark color on top of your lightest color. You want to put your darker color on top of your light, and use your chisel tip if you got it. If not, on these you can use the fine. Let me show you. You can use the fine tip. Also, you want to put them points together, like so, and hold it there about 10 seconds. Then you see we got dark, and we're going right straight back to the green color. There, back to its color. So that's how you do a Chameleon marker effect. And I wanted to show you that. Another thing that you can do, Yeah, no, if I got one here, I can show you. Oh. Let's see what color you are. Okay, I'm gonna do this with I'm gonna do this with Crayolas. I'm gonna do a light color and then my dark color. Kind of blend them together. These may not be dark enough. Okay, I've got a dark green and a light green, and they're blended really good. But I can come in with an alcohol marker and I can make that blend even better. And now I've got it blended. You can see I have the yellow, and I have blended it into the light and the light green. Then you can go back over it if you want to, just to add some more contrast to it. This is good for like doing leaves in a coloring book. Just make sure you put a piece of paper behind it, or else you're going to get bleed through. I've got 2 pieces here. And it takes 2 pieces of this because it's going to bleed through. So, anyway, that's a couple of techniques that I wanted to bring to you. And I wanted to bring the alternative to Inktober, coloring in a page like this, and show you. I showed you that you can blend and shade with water-based markers. But if you're going to do it, make sure you get the one with the fine liner on the end. Looks like a pen. So you can go in and do the individual hairs after you've done this. Yes, or you can use the marker, and then, you know, if you've got separate fine liners, see if you can find a fine liner that will match what you're doing. And I also wanted to talk about this. This is a half matte pencil sharpener. Alright, you see how dull this is? It's pretty dull. Now I'm going to stick it in here. Well, I'm going to get it in there. It's got a safety in it. I'm just doing it wrong. Yeah, my safety is on, and I don't know how to... Now, look at that. Look how sharp that is. That is a... I gotta figure out how to turn that safety off. But you see how sharp that is? That is needle sharp. And I wanted to show you that too. It does have a safety on it, and I don't know how to turn it off yet, or on and off. Yeah, I know that has something to do with it, but try a different. Well, that one's already sharp. Here's one that's not sharp. Let me see if I can turn that safe. I know what it is. These pencils here are too little. That's what I get for using Crayolas. Anyway, I'll figure it out. But this is a darn good. These are my Star Joys, and look at the points it's put on them. So it's a good sharpener. I just got to figure out. I got to figure out how the safety works on it, because it's anyway, I'll figure it out. It has a safety where it can't go down too far, which I like that about this. I just gotta figure it out. I just got it, so. But it does have where you can't, you can't push the pencil in too far. It stops. I'm sorry about this, but I'm just trying to figure it out. Probably shouldn't be doing it on camera, but it does have a safety. Oh well, I will figure it out. I think it is that Crayola pencil was too little for the hole. Anyway, AFMAT, they make a great sharpener. They make a great eraser. They have a battery powered eraser. Sorry for all that. I don't edit, I don't Photoshop, so you're gonna see everything. What else did I want to show you? I showed you the coloring book and how to do the hair with the hair. You can also use alcohol marker and then come in with a fine tip later. I got some that are fine tip and then alcohol on the other end. But this, you know, if you want to be part of Inktober and you just don't want to have to follow prompts and do all that, well, you can do this. Just color on it a little every day. And I think that's all the tips and tricks that I wanted to show you today. And I say a lot, and I ramble on, and I'm sorry. But I have to try to think. And with MS, I have what they call the MS fog, where, you know, I can lose my train of thought real easy. But, yeah, I think that's, what I wanted to bring you this. And, you don't have to go out and buy expensive Chameleon markers. Because I showed you how to do this. And it works with any color, but you have to have a light and a dark. And as for going over your work with a colored pencil? Yes, you can. You can go in with your colored pencil and do what you need to do. You know, you can add flicks, like if you're doing fur. See how I'm doing flicks? So if you wanted to do some fur, you could do fur. Just take your colored pencil, and if you want to do it like that, you can do it like that. It doesn't matter. You can go over it with your colored pencil, so you can do that. But I wanted to show you the cheap Chameleon marker. There's no sense in going out and paying that much money for markers when you can do the same thing at home. And it does not ruin your markers. I've done this, I don't know how many times and with different colors, but you don't need to go pay for Chameleon markers, because what they're doing is the same thing I'm doing with these. You're just paying for a name, and you're paying for a little barrel to hold them together. Well, I have MS and my hands shaking. I can still hold them together long enough to get my fade. So yeah, I wanted to tell you about that too. There's no sense in going and paying all that money for Chameleon markers when you can do it yourself at home, without the expense. And like I say, you probably already got markers at home anyway. I have a multitude, a plethora of markers, alcohol and water-based. And it works with all of them. Now, I don't know about Posca and all that. I just know about my alcohol markers and my water-based markers, that they work. You can do the chameleon effect, I call it. But no, you don't have to go buy expensive chameleon markers to get that look. You can do it at home with what you got. And I think that's all I was going to bring to you today. And while you're here, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. It doesn't cost nothing to do that. And while you're here, go on over to Color My World